Hi, my loves. Welcome back to the Starscartel channel. If you don't know, I'm Star. So, ironically, the message is the song that I was singing at the end of this video because the first part is a vlog of me doing my lashes. I got some different kind of lashes, y'all, because the other ones, I like them. Don't get it twisted. I don't know. I might end up switching back, to be honest. But I wanted to try a different little style because I feel like they was real thick. Like, I don't know. And then on top of that, I wanted to see what I could do if I have the actual bottom lashes and everything to put them on. And they look alright. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it on camera though, which is why I'm kind of like, I don't know. I might end up going back to the other ones. Anyways, but after this, I am singing. Oh, my apologies, y'all. I'm singing "Letter from Houston" by Rod Wave. Just in case you feel you cannot stay, babe. Cars close it. I leave a while just for a guaranteed spot in your heart. Wonder, do you hear me when I'm busy on the road? Wonder, do you feel me? I'm in Houston all alone, and I'm thinking about you. Yeah, that's the song. The scripture comes from Judah 16 and 10. Mm. The Persians quaked at her daring. The Medes were daunted at her boldness. Then my lowly ones shouted aloud. My weak ones were terrified and trembled for fear. They lifted up their voice and they fled. So here's the message. Go ahead and say it for whoever this is for. I just feel like maybe you feel like you are willing to cause like when I hear this song, I feel like this is somebody you really care about someone, and I feel like whoever this person is, it's a vibe where you would, very much so get rid of it. Like I just feel like because he said cars closed, and you know what I'm saying, the thoughts, bro. He's gonna trade it everything just to know that for sure, this one person is gonna be there, and they always gonna be there. And you know what I'm saying? That's real love, yo. And I feel like the thing about it is when you do something like that, you basically putting yourself out there. This is like you basically become very vulnerable for someone. And it's like you don't know if they're going to accept it or reject it. And I just feel like there's nothing wrong with that. I just feel like this is human. God has said it's a human emotion. It's human to do that. It's human to want love. It's human to want companionship. And it's human to want for somebody to, like, you know what I'm saying, to be involved with someone in such a way. But the scary thing is, what if you do all this and they reject you? Then what? You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's what the scripture is coming in at, because the scriptures say, the Persians quaked at her daring, the Medes were done at her boldness. Then my lowly ones shouted aloud, my weak ones terrified and trembled with fear. They lifted up their voice and they fled. God said that for somebody, you did this. Like you literally decided to cut off all things. Like you literally were willing to give up everything for real love. And there were people that were in complete shock and appallment. They could not believe that you simply did not care. And like you really cared. Like this is somebody you really like, this person. Um, but and there were people that felt some kind of way. Okay, the lowly one shouted aloud, and my weak ones were terrified and trembled with fear. God said this caused people to be scared and it caused people to be terrified. But when it really comes, I feel like somebody was very angry about this here. Like there was somebody that was not happy at the fact that you literally, I don't know if you dropped them. It could be a situation where y'all been broke up though. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being honest. Because sometimes people be, You like, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes it be a vibe with a man that moved on already. And you know what I'm saying? He thinking that, oh, she gonna be there and she gonna stay around crying over me for months, and I'll be able to get back over there when I feel like it, and when I get bored, and when I'm done with this one. And this is somebody you decided that you was done with this person altogether. You ready to throw their stuff in the trash can if they have any stuff with you. You ready to throw the relationship in the trash can. You ready, like, you done. You're over it. And this is somebody you healed. And you were like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and move on. And you did. And you already knew. You moving on from this person. It was that, it's not a situation where it's a, you know what I'm saying, we going back and forth. We're not going back and forth. We done. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's a vibe where, and you had to accept the fact that even if when you moved on from this person to someone else, they may reject you. Then what? Can't play hopscotch. You know what I'm saying? We're not going backwards. And I feel like that's the point of this message. This is somebody, even if it's a situation where you were rejected, everybody wasn't rejected. It could be a situation where y'all going strong, and that's a beautiful thing. Okay, congratulations. But it could be a vibe where you feel like this person rejected you, or maybe they did. God said it's okay. You still moving forward. Okay, because like it ain't no need in you going back there for what? You already seen how that ended up. You already seen that it ended up in flames. If it ended up in flames the first time, and you know what I'm saying, then the second time and the third time, like what's the point? I just felt like who, like for what? It's other people. God said, don't worry, don't stress. It's other fish in the sea. It's other people out there. But the thing is, ain't no need in going back and forth. And I feel like the biggest part of this message is it's not just about how people reacted to you moving forward. This was a bold act. This was something, maybe this was somebody you really did care about them. But in the end, love can only do so much, because if you the only person that love, then it's a like you wasting your time now. I can't stay because after the relationship I got out of, you know what I'm saying, that was, it just like literally had my head hurting and spinning. And at this point I just refuse to believe that this man loved me. It was not love. It was not, like, it couldn't have been, at least from his end. But it is what it is. It don't make sense for me to keep going back and forth though. Like, we done. You know what I'm saying? It got to such an extent that it's impossible that he loved me. He put forth no effort to defend me. He put forth, like, I just feel like this was just, it was just a nightmare going all the way up, like, downward spiral, bro. And at this, I'm done. I'm over it. I'm finished. And you know what I'm saying? Even if it was a vibe where I met somebody and I wanted to move on and that didn't work out, it don't mean I'm going backwards. We're not doing that. We don't have time for that. I don't, like, I'm over it. You know what I'm saying? And it's fine. And you know what I'm saying? I don't like dating. I don't. I feel like I'm really kind of like, once again, try to build my little blocks up. And you know what I'm saying? I don't want it to be a situation where I get my blocks all the way built up, all nice and neat, regardless. So, you know what I'm saying? My little golden blocks. And I built my little wall up around my heart and then sealed it off real good. And then somebody come in and pow, you know what I'm saying, and knock all my little blocks down. And you know what I'm saying, it break my heart all over again. I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to go through that. And I feel like that is why this message is, God is commanding whoever this is for. God is commanding you. And he's commanding you because he's congratulating you, because regardless if the new relationship or new, and like whatever it is you got going on, or whatever it is you plan on moving into, or whatever it is that the journey that you're embarking on right now, it was not an easy task letting go of someone that you love, nor is it an easy task moving on. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes it can be, real love is, it don't just disappear immediately, but simultaneously we can't just keep on. I just feel like ain't no need in constantly peeling and tugging at a wound. You know what I'm saying? Let it heal up. And once it's healed up, what are you reopening it for? I just feel like, and that's like God's point. You already know this person ain't gonna treat you right. You already know this person is not gonna stop cheating. You know they not gonna stop being abusive or whatever it is they got. It's never gonna stop. So what is the point? And love it all, like I get it, you know what I'm saying, I understand, but you could always, like, it's other people out here in this world, they not the end all be all, and you never know, you might end up meeting somebody that you truly fall in love with. But sticking around to try to figure out what's going on with somebody that is literally gave you a headache, constantly giving you headaches and constantly causing headaches, bro, regardless if this is mentally, spiritually, or physically, why? What's the point? Okay. And even if it's a situation where people are trying to make you feel terrified or trembled, like, I just feel like, for somebody, there may be people that are so, how do I, invested in your, like, your relationship. I don't know if it's somebody that's invested in your love life. Like, it's really, I don't know if this person is not you. Or if it's not somebody that actually wants to be with you, they wasted their time. What are they doing? You know what I'm saying? Why are you listening to them? And who cares what they think or how they feel? You're going to be with the person that you're intended to be with. You're going to be with somebody that obviously you get along with. Somebody that obviously they match your style, your, what is it called? Stilo, skilo, whatever. However you say that phrase. I guess I'm old, but I ain't that old because I forgot how you say it. But I think y'all know what I mean, like from that old, the old song, or whatever. But somebody that makes that, like, you know what I'm saying, that you can vibe with. Because that's what we all want. And in reality, if it's a situation where whoever this person is, y'all, for whatever reason, never came all the way into agreement, let's be honest with ourselves and accept the fact that 9 out of 10, this person is a counterfeit. And you're wasting your time. And even if it's a situation where you meet somebody new and you move on and that doesn't work out, it is what it is. Once again, if it's a situation where y'all are not all the way connected, intertwined, and getting along perfectly, then 9 times out of 10, that person wasn't the person for you either. And that's okay. Keep going. Eventually, you're going to find your person. And the thing about this message is, once again, there are people looking at you in shock and appallment. They are looking at you like, I can't believe they're doing that. And for some of y'all, there are people that are trying to make you feel as if you're doing something wrong, or that you should be scared and you should be nervous and you need to turn back and you need to, God said, at. Okay. But it's not a situation where you are being forced to be with someone. Okay. You're not forced to be with anybody. And can't nobody force you to be with them. Okay. And that's the end of it. You know what I'm saying? That would be like my ex trying to come over here and force me. I'm not finna be with him. I'm done. And there's nothing he can tell me that's going to make me change my mind. Because at this point in time, it's over. Like, he has done everything in his power to show me he never wanted to be with me. He did everything in his power to say that he always was going to choose anybody else but me. And that it is what it is. It ain't got to such an extent I'd rather be single than be with him. And because it got to such an extent that I'd rather be single than be with him, it's nothing he could possibly say to make me change my mind. And that's the end of it. And you know what I'm saying? In reality, I refuse to think that he will have any begging. You know what I'm saying? For what? Us arguing and fighting ain't gonna do it either. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like at this point, ain't nothing to say. It's nothing to talk about. It's over, bro. It's been like, it's a whole headache. Every time we tried and we tried and we tried some more, and it's over. It's over. It's finished and it's done. No, nobody got time for that. And that's the message. Like, that's the message. That's the message. God said that there are people shocked, okay? The Persians quacked at her daring. The Medes were daunted at her boldness. Then my lowly ones shouted aloud. My weak ones were terrified and trembled for fear. They lifted up their voice and they fled. God said this is somebody, even if it's a situation where you're not finna sit up in this person, like, I don't know if it's like, yo, maybe they want to come and confront you about the fact that you have moved on and you don't want to be with them anymore. God said, in reality, you don't have to talk to them if you don't want to. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to talk to this person. Yeah, that's just what it is. What for what? What is there to talk about? You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like this is somebody that they moved on way before you did. They may have moved on before y'all relationship was over. And now all of a sudden, when you decide, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and move on too. Now they coming marching, you know what I'm saying? Marching, stomping around, you know what I'm saying? Do that, whatever little walk they got and ready to kick doors down because how dare you? Baby, stop playing with me and go back over there to the person you've been laid up with and come up out my face, okay? Go back over there to the person you kept choosing every night and come up out my face. Go back over there to the person that you kept on, you know what I'm saying? You was mocking me and making me feel like I was less than and making me feel like I wasn't worthy and et cetera, et cetera. Go over there and stay up out my face. And it don't matter if the next person I find, it turns out that it wasn't going to work out. That's fine. I'll meet somebody else. But me and you, we finished. And that's what this message is. God is saying, y'all are done. Okay? And that's just what it is. And it may be a situation where, like, I feel like this was so hard. Because this is somebody you don't like. Maybe you don't like being alone. Maybe you don't like being by yourself, and that's okay. But sometimes it's better to be by yourself than to be with somebody that don't really love you. It's better to be alone than to be with somebody that don't care about you. And even if it hurts, it's okay. And that's the message. It's okay. That's the message. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, share, subscribe. If you would like to receive a Christmas gift this year with our Christmas giveaway, you can email me at tamarajanelle33@gmail.com. If you would like to donate, you can use my website, starscartel.com, my Chime, $Starscartel, my Zelle, tamarajanelle33@gmail.com, or my Venmo at Starscartel. I love you guys to bits and pieces, and I'll see you guys later. Deuces.